हाय गाइस, वेलकम टू कोडिंग वर्ल्ड। सो गाइस, पिछले वीडियो में हम लोग देख रहे थे कि कैसे इन ऑर्डर ट्रेवर्सल करते हैं गिवन अ ट्री। ओके, लेकिन उसमें क्या होता ना, कुछ टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम्स हो गए थे। ठीक है, आफ्टर 11 मिनट्स सो आई हैव टू मेक दिस ट्रेवर्सल अगेन। सो इन दिस वीडियो, इस वीडियो में हम लोग पूरा देख लेंगे कि कैसे ट्रेवर्सल हम लोग करते हैं। ओके, लेट्स स्टार्ट। सो वी हैव टू ट्रेवर्सल फॉर ए, इट हैज़ टू चिल्ड्रन, इट इज़ बी एंड सी, and it has also two children, that is D and E, and C has also two children. Let's make the problem as super simple, and it has null, isn't it? See, ये प्रॉब्लम बहुत ज़्यादा सिंपल है। ओके, और मैंने इसका कोडिंग पार्ट भी आई मेक द कोडिंग पार्ट एज सुपर सिंपल। ओके, सी ओके, प्रीवियस में थोड़ा मेरे से मिस्टेक हो गया था कि क्लास स्ट्रक्ट इट शुड बी नोड एंड देन हेयर इट शुड बी सेमी कोलन, हेयर शुड बी नोड, एंड हेयर आई हैव टू राइट कैरेक्टर डेटा. I have written as before I have written as int cat, that is wrong. Okay, that is wrong. Character data, and I have to write here as struct node, and there are two pointer, that is left. Basically left is a pointer of type struct node of type class. Basically in C, if suppose I am using mixture of two data types, suppose I am using different data types, then I have to use a different class. In C++ I have to use class, and in C I have to use structure, struct node, anything else that is a name given to node, is a name given to it. So I've created a class of name struct node, and I have created the pointer left and right. Say what does it mean? It means right is a pointer of type struct node of this class, isn't it? This pointer will have the true property. This pointer will have the true property. The first property is data, and another one is it will point to this data, isn't it? First property, it is a pointer of this type, and the second property is it will point to this type of data. So anyway, I have told you how tree can be created. Okay, so let us start the problem. Okay, see first what I am trying to do, I will call this function, that is in order, and I'll do nothing. I'm doing nothing in this. I'll suppose it has address 100, so I'll pass this the address of this A in this format. Okay, say I'm passing it as suppose I'm storing this tree in say X. Say I'll simply pass X, isn't it? Are you getting my point? Okay, let's erase this. Okay, anyway, first let me dry run this code. Okay, so what I have written this solution, I'll make you understand what is the meaning of this, and then I will make the coding part very simple. Don't worry for coding part. Okay, you believe me, and I'll make you understand. Okay, isn't it? Now see, in T I have the address of A. See, T is equal to no, T is not null. T has some data, and it has two children. It is not null, so it has to. So it will not enter into this part, it will enter into this else part, because T is not equal to null. So after entering into this else if part, suppose ये else if part में enter करने के बाद में क्या करेगा, ये तीनों स्टेटमेंट को बारी बारी से सीक्वेंस वाइज में ये तीनों स्टेटमेंट को बारी बारी से एग्जीक्यूट करेगा. फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट ये बोलता है कि इन ऑर्डर T का लेफ्ट, सो इट विल पास द फ्रॉम इट हैज़ एग्जीक्यूटेड ए आफ्टर एग्जीक्यूट. सो एज सुन एज इट एग्जीक्यूट ए, ये क्या करेगा, बी का ए का जो भी लेफ्ट है, दैट इज बी, वो पास कर देगा. नाउ अगेन दिस फंक्शन इज गोइंग टू कॉल. नाउ कंट्रोल कम्स बैक टू बी, isn't it? Are you getting my point? Suppose whenever after calling 1, it is first checking is T is null. No, T is not null, so it will enter into the else if part, and it has to execute this many statements, these three statements basically. So first it will execute in order. After the execution of this statement, then it will execute the second statement, isn't it? Are you getting my point? Now see, now control comes back to B. Again it will execute three statements, because again you can see that now in T I have the address of B. So is T equal to no, T has some data, T is not null, isn't it? Are you getting me? So it will not enter into this part, it will enter into the else if part. So that's why I have written 1 2 3. So it will execute these three statement. So it will execute first statement. Now what it will do, it will just give this address to this function, basically in order function. Now the control comes back here. See, 2 3 all are in pending mode. Now control from A to control goes to B, and from B control goes to D, isn't it? Are you getting my point? Now again it has to execute these many statements, that means statement 1 2 and 3. Now it will execute statement 1. What says statement 1? Go, it will pass to the left address, that is null. It will pass to the in order function. Now in order function, as soon as t is null, now t is null, it will return nothing. Now the control, now this node, basically this null will give back the control to d. Now d has already executed a, now it's time to execute statement 2. It says see out t ka data is already d. So in output section I am writing here, it will print. Now here I am writing, it's better to write, it's better to write here. Okay, so let me write here, it will print d. Now it has executed, now it will execute 3. What says in 3? In order t ka write. So it will give the address of this node to the in order function. Now t contains null, because it is null, so t is equal to, so it will return nothing, and the control, this node will give back the control to d. Now d, now control is at d position and it has already executed. So after all the, as d has executed all the 3 statements, the control will goes back to b. सी एक सारा, जिस दिन सारा एक स्टेटमेंट एग्जीक्यूट हो जाएगा, वो कंट्रोल ऑटोमेटिकली अपने पेरेंट को कंट्रोल ट्रांसफ़र कर देगा. दिस इज़ रिकर्सिवली कॉलिंग. why I'm taking this example to illustrate you the beauty of recursion. This is the beauty of recursion, you can see here. Now b, now control comes to b. Now it has already executed a statement, and now it will execute statement 2, which says see out t ka data is b. It will print b. Are you getting my point? Now it will execute 3 statement, which says again call this function and pass t ka right. This is t, is its right is e. Now it has already executed 3. That's why control comes back to e position, isn't it? Are you getting my point? Now it has to execute these 3 statements. So it will execute first statement. Anyway, it is null. It will, e will pass after execution of this first statement. The control comes back to this. Anyway, it is null. It will return nothing. Control goes back to e. It does not enter into the else part because t is in null. Now for this node, okay. Control, now as soon as control comes back to e, it has already executed e, so it will execute this statement 2, which says see out t ka data is e. It will print e, isn't it? Are you getting my point? It is as simple as I am. Now execute 3 statement, which says again call this function and pass t ka right. So this is t, its right is null. So as soon as it encounters null, then it will return nothing. Again control goes back to e. Now it has already executed all the 3 statements, so e will give the control back to b. B has already executed. See, this is b. B has already executed these many statements. Now it gives the control back to a. Now a has already, see a has previously, a has called to b has called to d, and then this is recursively calling. This is using stack memory, isn't it? Now it will execute this statement which says see out t ka data is a, so it will print a, isn't it? Are you getting my point? Now it will execute 3. As soon as it execute 3, the control from a to control, because a का right, because in 3 I have to pass to the right का एड्रेस हम देंगे ना जब 3 स्टेटमेंट एग्जीक्यूट होगा. तो now the control comes back to c. As soon as control comes back to c, it has to execute these 3 statements, isn't it? Because it is not null, it has to execute these 3 statements. Now it will execute the first statement, which says in order call again this function and pass t ka left. So this is t, its left is f, isn't it? Now it has to execute these 3 statements, which says 1 2 3. Now it will again execute one statement. So it will f, basically control is at f, it will pass this address. So it is, anyway it is null, it will enter into this if part and it will return nothing, and the control is again going back to f, and it is, now it will execute statement 2 which says see out t ka data is f, and now it will execute the statement 3 which says, and now again basically f will pass the address of this node as t. Now t is again null, so it will return nothing. The control again comes back to f. Now f has already done these many statements, so it will give the control back to c. Now c has already executed statement 1. Now it will execute statement 2 which says see out t ka data is c, isn't it? Now it will execute statement 3 which says statement 3 which says pass the t ka right address. So t ka right c, here's t is c, so its right is g. So again g will execute this many statement, that is 1 2 and 3. Now again it is going to call this function in order, that is, and it will pass the address of t ka left. So it is t, its left is null, so it is going to return nothing. Say return nothing. Again control comes back to g. Now it will execute the second statement which says see out t ka data, anyway it is g, and now it will execute 3. Again from g control comes back to this node which is again null. so return nothing. The control will again goes back to G. Now G has already executed, it will give the control back to C. C has already executed, so C will give back to A. A has already executed, so it will give the control back to that function which calls this function, isn't it? Now after so this over, so this overs, so we are getting this. So easy,